you're looking for help uncovering all the hidden details lurking within Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, you've come to the right place. Put on your mask and hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any Five Nights at Freddy's videos. Here you have 15 hidden details from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie trailer. The trailer opens with Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, but if you pay close attention, you'll notice it's not the same location from the first movie. For starters, the sign has been updated, showcasing new toy models of Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie. The building itself has a new look, complete with towers and star-shaped decorations. However, the biggest clue comes right at the beginning, when the voiceover reveals this is the original location.
This is the original.
Freddy Fazbear's has had several establishments, but the one in this trailer is the very first, and terrible things happen there too. I've already mentioned the toy animatronics, modern and upgraded versions designed to replace the older models. They feature facial recognition, advanced mobility, and according to the games on which the movie is based, they're all linked to some kind of criminal database. This way, they can detect predators or criminals from far away. This additional surveillance feature was intended to protect children and prevent tragedies. When the group enters Freddy's old pizzeria in FNAF 2, one of them mentions a little girl died there.
Some little girl got murdered here.
According to the FNAF game lore, though it may differ slightly in the movies, this girl would be Charlotte Emily, the daughter of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza co-founder Henry Emily. Throughout the games, William Afton kills Charlotte and leaves her body in an alley near the pizzeria. Puppet, an animatronic designed to protect children, discovers her lifeless body, and Charlotte's soul merges with Puppet's, trapping her spirit inside. The device Abby uses to communicate with her animatronic friends is called the Faz Talker. It works like a walkie-talkie, though it can also display text. The voice heard through the Faz Talker is the same one featured after the credits of the first movie, directly linking the voice appearing in certain FNAF minigames. Mike spends an intense night at the pizzeria, staying in exactly the same office from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I mean, it's unmistakable. The desk, the view facing outwards, the arch leading to the hallway. In the game, animatronics walk through this hallway, and the player's mission was to survive until 6 a.m. If you played Five Nights at Freddy's 2, you definitely noticed a small detail that made its gameplay very special. Before Withered Chica attacks Mike, he discovers a Freddy mask sitting on a chair. This mask was the special gameplay mechanic in FNAF 2, allowing the player to trick the animatronics' facial recognition system, a mechanic that Balloon Boy could disable if he appeared in front of the screen. Early versions of the game limited the mask's use, causing players to die from poisoning if worn for too long. Withered Bonnie's damaged, faceless appearance is featured in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. This version of Bonnie became famous due to its terrifying look and unique way of appearing inside the office through the ventilation system. Interestingly, in the film, Withered Bonnie also appears through a vent, recreating one of the most iconic scenes from the FNAF games. Speaking of Withered Bonnie, this animatronic belongs to a group known as the Withered Animatronics. Besides Bonnie, Withered Chica and Withered Foxy also appear in the trailer. This set of characters was replaced and forgotten when the toy animatronics arrived, but now they seem to have returned for revenge. The movie likely follows a different path from the games, so it's unclear if these animatronics are deteriorated versions from the first movie or just earlier models. The Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie doesn't exactly follow the timeline established in the FNAF games or books. In fact, the movie takes place 1 year after the events of the first film. The story of what happened there became a local legend, even leading to the creation of a local festival known as FazFest. This is a clever way to commercialize the horrific events and bring some excitement to the town, I guess. In the original series, these events actually occurred years before FNAF 1. Despite this difference, the toy animatronics remain, and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and its iconic office are identical to those seen in the game. One scene in the movie shows a map of this new pizzeria. Most notably, there's a small river that runs through nearly the entire facility, apparently containing real water and serving as a children's attraction. Perhaps this relates to Kids Cove, the area associated with the animatronic Foxy, who has always been linked to pirate and sea-themed attractions. One of the trailer's biggest surprises involves this huge gift box. Although the contents aren't revealed, fans of the game know it's Puppet's hiding place. Henry originally created Puppet to protect children, including his daughter, Charlotte Emily, from potential harm in the pizzeria. From here was a place where it supposedly remained watchful, keeping an eye out in case anything happened. Unfortunately, something blocks Puppet's box, causing it to lose sight of Charlotte Emily when she's kidnapped by William Afton. Throughout the trailer, a tune from a music box can be heard.
Do you guys hear that?
This melody was used in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 to keep Puppet from escaping his box and attacking the player. In the FNAF 2 movie, it works similarly, with a gift box opening and Puppet attacking intruders when the song ends. This song is actually historically significant. It's called My Grandfather's Clock, and it's a classic from 1876 that Scott Cawthon brought back into popularity through FNAF 2. Many new animatronics debut in the second FNAF movie, but Puppet is especially important. This child-protecting animatronic appears subtly in a few scenes, first sliding its hand through a hole in the ceiling, and later quietly appearing behind Vanessa with its signature mask face. Puppet is shown stalking Vanessa, though it isn't really an evil animatronic, meaning the town's police should be safe. And have you seen Toy Foxy? Fazbear Entertainment attempted to redesign Foxy, believing the original was too scary, so he was modified to be more child-friendly, thus becoming the toy variant with the most drastic change. However, after being placed in Kids Cove, children frequently dismantled him, and eventually the staff just stopped reassembling him altogether, turning him into a take-apart and put-back-together attraction. Because of this, he earned the name Mangle, as he has most of his endoskeleton completely visible, giving him a deteriorated and terrifying appearance. On the other hand, there's Balloon Boy, who returns in this movie as an animatronic rather than a little toy. Interestingly, he's capable of submerging in water, something quite unusual for robots. Now be aware, because this detail does contain a spoiler from the first Five Nights at Freddy's movie. So after the events of the pizzeria and the animatronics taking William Afton away, his fate was quite uncertain. His most famous line is, "I always come back."
I always come back.
So these new scenes featuring him in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 could be more than just flashbacks, especially considering how poorly he treats his daughter Vanessa and how deteriorated his yellow rabbit suit has become. Another possibility is that these are all just hallucinations. Keep diving into FNAF's Pizzeria with these hidden details and secrets videos I've left for you here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to avoid missing upcoming content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.